What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. As you guys know, I am a big fan, as well as a critic, of our brother, Dr. Umar Johnson. I believe he's able to put things into perspective of what is going on with the black struggle, and he does a very good job conveying that through his teachings. He's a very great black-minded intellectual, if I can say that. One of the best we have currently in the world. Unfortunately, Dr. Umar Johnson is imperfect, just like the rest of us. And he's a big advocate of why black men should not be engaging in interracial marriage. This is something that I also believe in. I've been more adamant about it as of late, but I've always felt like this. I just haven't really come out and said it. You guys hear me talking about it more because I'm more open with some of my pro-black thoughts more than ever. But I've always felt like this. Anybody who knows me know that. But Dr. Umar Johnson has a very interesting video, and there is going to be a contradiction, but I want you to hear his diatribe here on Dr. Umar Johnson, interracial marriage is a trap.
I believe in protecting people's privacy, just like I need people to protect my privacy. That's why I'm not married now, because women don't know how to protect your privacy when you in the public spotlight. They got to run and tell everybody they know you. That's why I'm single now. If you can't protect my life's work, you can't walk with me. Nothing worse than a messy ass big mouth woman. Nothing's worse.
So that's on one hand. However, Dr. Umar Johnson admits that there's a reason for why he's not gotten married. Let's play that clip.
The reason why they want African people to mix your seeds with non-Africans, especially Europeans, but non-Africans, number one, to reduce the amount of black people in this country who identify as black. Stay with me. I need you to understand, overstand, and understand. They are mixed racing black people out of existence. I'm going to say it again. They are mixed racing black people out of existence. I'm going to say it one more time. They are mixed racing black people out of existence. Now, some of you are going to say, Dr. Umar, you just said mixed race Africans are African. Yes, I did. But a lot of mixed race Africans don't identify as African. From 2000 to 2010, we saw the amount of Africans who call themselves mixed race on the U.S. Census grow exponentially. From 2000 until Barack Obama's election, from the year 2000 to mixed race Obama's election, we saw the amount of blacks who disidentify from being African American into being mixed race, multicultural, biracial. It grew up. So the more black people mix their seed, the smaller the amount of black people appear on paper. Listen to me. The more mixed race Africans identify as something other than African, the smaller our population appears to look in this country. I'll give you an example. According to the 2020 census, Black America is 14% of the country. According to the 2020 census. The 2000 census, we were 17%. The 2000 census, we were approximately 17% of America. Right now, they're saying we're 14% of America. My question to you, what happened to that 3% of African Americans?
So, on one end, Dr. Umar Johnson, I just want you guys to understand Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar travels all over the black world, despite many of his shortcomings. Dr. Umar is going to be scheduled here in Uganda, I believe, in 2 months' time. All of these trips are paid in full. He has an illustrious social media following. He gets donations out the yin yang. And one of the things that Dr. Umar Johnson also gets is a lot of attention from women. That's something that the average guy don't get. So for those of us who are from a city, small city, we don't leave our city, and you may not have what you would feel a lot to choose from in a black woman. That's not Umar, right? Umar would not have that situation because Umar comes across, I mean, the kind of women that Umar can get, most of us can't get that. If we really want to be honest. That's just the reality. Umar is dealing with a lot of women there that the average guy just can't touch. If we really want to be honest, the average guy can't get what Umar is dealing with. So Umar is dealing with women who are beautiful, women who are successful. Yet what Umar has just said that's the reason why I'm not married now. So on the one hand, you want black men to stop dealing with white women and interracial dating, but then you're saying that you don't trust black women because all you date, because you feel that they're all messy. So Doc, which is this? And I understand that we are, none of us are perfect, right? But you can't come on here teaching that black men need to marry black women and build with them, but at the same time, you don't want to get married because you can't trust them because they're gonna tell all your business. Well, what is it, the business that you're trying to hide, Doc? That's the next question, because see, as black men, we got to be accountable sometimes. Certain brothers who are doing very well, such as Dr. Umar, I believe that the brother feels that he should be allowed to do, things that he would like to do. Kind of like, don't do as I say, do as I don't do as I do as I say, kind of brother. So when you're interacting with these women, are you afraid that some of your behavior is going to come out, that you're lying about certain things? Are you afraid that there are things that you are doing you ain't got no business doing? Because you wouldn't have the excuse that you don't have the contact of these black women who are coming from, equipped educations. They're intellectuals. They would be down with the polygamy situation. Are you trying to say that black men can't trust black women, Dr. Umar Johnson? Because if you're saying that, and if you're one of the top elite black men that have access to, then by that logic, these black men need to give up. If you can't trust them, and I don't believe that's the case. Dr. Umar Johnson wants to do whatever the hell he wants to do with these women, and then they're supposed to be okay with it. That's what the real issue is. Negroes will say everything, and this is the person that bigs the black woman up. So the thing is, you out here probably engaging in things, whatever it could be, that you ain't got no business in doing. So now the women don't want to go by that, and then they're gonna tell it because you lied about something. Now you're saying that's not why you married. Well, it could appear also, because you cannot say at the same time, you black men don't need to marry these black women. But then at the same time, Doc, come out and say something to the effect of, the reason why I'm not married right now because these women is messy. What about your behavior is making those women messy? What is it about you? Because we can't say all black women are like that, because look at LeBron James' wife. Look at Chris Paul's wife. So now, how can Russell Westbrook and these other black men and their wife don't say a word, but you can't find somebody to say a word because it's something that you're doing that you ain't got no business doing? That's what it is. And instead of you coming out and owning up to that you probably don't know how to really interact with the fame or you can't handle it, then you come out and then you say, that's why I'm not married now. You probably don't really want to be married. It seems like what you want to do is live life how you want to live life, but then go around and have the nerve to tell these black men that they ought to not do X, Y, and Z. When the reality is that you don't want to do that either. And I understand the temptation when you are going across city to city, dealing with a lot of different women throwing themselves at you. But I think that's kind of weak to say, well, these women is messy. Because if that's the case, then you can never get on camera again and say and tell black men to go wife up black women because you're saying that they all messy and they going to tell everything, which ain't the truth. It's a lot of women that go through, and I'm not even trying to cape for them. It's a lot of women that take a lot of men's secrets to their graves. The issue with you is you just can't stop thotting it up. Because if you're saying what you're saying, you can't talk on relationships no more in black America about nothing. At least me, I can say, hey, you guys sisters out there that will tell on you, but at least you're some sisters you can work with. That's true. But because Umar has such a proclivity to be out here in these streets with these girls, and he can be sort of reckless, and y'all know I am in the Pan-African community. I've talked to people. I won't call no names. Bruh needs to do a little bit more chilling to what he's talking about. Because if you was living your life like you supposed to, you wouldn't be really coming across the messy chicks all like that, I guess. But both can't be the same, Doc. So guys, what do you say? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Put your farther do, serve with the bell. We're out.